Hello and welcome to an aerobics / body sculpting weight training session. My name is Eli for our semester here at Tarrant County College. We are on day 18. Our toys for today, if you happen to have a loop, that's going to be great. If you don't have one, we're still going to do some ballet bars, starting off warm-up squats that you can do without the use of the loop, but you can tie a flex band into a knot to create the loop, and it may or may not be able to, if you have a loop, stay nice and flat. It really has to do with the clothing that you're wearing. Another prop we'll use will be a kettlebell, and I've got an 8-pounder here and a 5-pounder. I'm probably going to use the 5-pound kettlebell myself. I don't recommend the really heavy ones, like, the 30 pounds and all of that. We'll be performing 30-second intervals when we get to those kettlebell swings. And I'm also using my elevated surface for my squats. But again, you don't need the elevated surface to use the squats. And I'm going to use my ballet bar, kitchen, countertop, or dining room table, back of that chair, just as long as it's not going to move, will be great as well. Broomstick or wall. So we get ourselves ready to go. Parallel feet. If you don't happen to have the ballet bar, I like the ballet bar because I can kind of lean on back. Now we squat it down and we stand it up. By being able to lean back like this, I can get into a bit of a deeper squat. You go with what feels most comfortable for your body. Try to also look forward. I have the tendency to look down towards my feet. I'm going to do my best efforts to stay straight forward to that wall in front of me, as opposed to looking down towards my feet. Maintaining tension on this band if you happen to have one. Blowing out through the mouth as we stand ourselves up. Breathing in through the nose as we squat ourselves down. We have about 10 more counts like this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Weebles wobble, but we don't fall down if you have a bow suit. And 1. Good. Moving into halfway down. Find your midway point down. Drop down to your lowest point. Only come back up to your midway point. Avoid bouncing like this because the momentum's going for you. Keep it slow and controlled. And you feel those wonderful sensations. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth, through those pursed lips, and stand it all the way back up. This time around, first position, glue your heels together. The band feels kind of loose right now, but it's going to bow out like a frog when I fold my knees. We squat it down, we stand it on up. And again, you can be on the hard floor surface. It's not necessary to be on the bow suit. By standing on the bow suit, I am holding on to the ballet bar so it assists me, but the weight distribution as I fold and straighten my knees here on this bow suit ball really forces my abdominal core to engage. And it's still being engaged if I'm on the hard floor surface as well. I just like to have a little extra articulation through the ankle joint. Might adjust the sensation of my calves tomorrow, 36 hours later, whatever it might be. 6 more counts like this. Midway motion coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Only move halfway down. Hang out here. Drop down to your lowest point. Come back up to your midway point. Your lowest point, your midway point. Good posture here, neutral spine. This is different than traditional ballerina work, where traditional ballerinas are going to work out of a pelvic tilt. I'm working neutral spine. All right, and we're going to stand all the way up because Eli needs a break. And we're going to go back to our midway point in this first position. Squat down to your midway point. Pull, squeeze your legs out sideways for 10, 9, breathe, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Stand back up. Let's move this ball. It's not even a ball. Let's move our band around the ankles, and we start to walk forward and back. I'm going to keep my eye on the clock. You can just stay stationary, but I'll give a little side view so I can move forward and back. Keep my eye on that clock as well. Soften those knees. Avoid locking or hyperextending your knees. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth. through our pursed lips. We breathe. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go. Step together, step touch. Add the arms if you want. Step together, step touch. Some people like bigger arms. Other people like no arms. You pick your poison. You can get into those lower squats as well, getting the booty closer to the floor, feeling good. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've done this one, and I'm feeling it. I'll feel it tomorrow as well. You're welcome. Muscle confusion. We've got this. 10 more counts like this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March 2, 3 side kick. March 2, 3 other side kick. We love this. Yes, we do. Think it's going to be an early day to take off the long sleeves. Yes, it will. Here they go. March 2, 3 side kick. March 2, 3 side kick. Okay, random question. We'll get it over with here at the beginning. What is your favorite type of shoe to wear? What do you cover your feet with? You see me doing a lot of barefoot fitness. If you do wear shoes, what's your favorite? Do you like flip-flops? Do you like sandals? Do you like tennis shoes? Do you like boots? What is it that you like? Is there a favorite brand of shoes that you like to purchase? 3 more counts. 2 and 1. So just kick sideways. Now harder to stay upright, easier to lean over to the side. So up to you as far as which one you'd like to include. I'm lazy today. I'm adding the little side bend. I think maybe later on in the semester, when I was in the videos that you get to see, I might be able to stay upright for the full duration. But not today. We shall see. Almost there with our warm-up, definitely getting those outer thighs working for us, a little bit longer than the normal time I spend on our warm-ups, but we have 10 more counts here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Losing the loop. And let's just get into a little bit of inner thigh and grab those kettlebells. Wide legs, kettlebell swings. We've got 30-second intervals here. Get a little bit going through the inner thigh here. I'm just going to do about a 10-minute warm-up here and then get into some static stretches. A little bit different than what I normally follow. But hey, that's what's floating my boat today. Breathing in through the nose. Use the strength of your booty to stand yourselves up. Engage through that abdominal core as well. Blow out through the mouth, through our pursed lips. We have 5 more counts. Actually, that's it. Just one arm now. Sorry. I started my countdown way too late. Single arm. Kettlebell swings. The non-holding hand goes out to the side. And you can substitute a hand weight for these kettlebells. I've said it before as far as maybe using a laundry detergent bottle filled to your desired heaviness. Make sure that bottle cap is secure though. If it still has laundry detergent, switch over. Other arm. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth. I'm using 5-pound kettlebells today. That's plenty for me, for my body, for what I have for my optimal fitness goals for today. You go with what is going to be safe and effective for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Reverse lunge. 1 foot on your Bosu, or maybe not, it can be on the hard floor surface. And here we go. My kettlebell is in the same arm as my foot that's on my elevated surface or the foot that's behind me. I call these reverse lunges. Also the jello leg feel. We've got, about 25 more seconds here. We'll give pulsing options shortly. But you can stick with your regular pace instead of performing the pulsing options. Pulsing options begin now. If you want, keep your booty low, 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 or regular pace. Last 10, 9, 8, 7. Breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and other leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clock starts. We've got a full minute here. We'll do a little bit of up, up, down, down, and get some static stretching working for us. When we move to our up, up, down, down, I'll move my Bosu a little bit closer towards the center so I can face you. Gotta think about my clock and my timer. Where was I? 25. So that means 10 after. Okay, that's when I start my pulsing options. Sometimes I think a little self-talk works for me to help me do my math. Pulsing options begin now if you want. We breathe. Last 10, 9, 8. No, that's not right. Now that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it up, up, down, down, right. Leg leads in 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, up, down, down. As fast or as slow as you'd like to move, and if you don't have an elevated surface, first step of the stairwell works, or just right foot forward, right foot back, forward and back, or up, up, down, down. We breathe. Less than 20 seconds left with this leg leading. We'll switch over and have the other leg lead, and then we'll perform some static stretches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your leading leg up, up, down, down. Breathe. Again, as fast or as slow as you'd like to move. Marching forward and back with your left leg. Forward and back if you don't have your elevated surface up to you. Breathe. Twenty more seconds. Also, listening to any music that's going to inspire you, but hopefully you can still hear my verbal cues. For safety, 10 more counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's perform some static stretches. Ooh, there we go. That's one for the bloopers. Raise one arm up, lean on over to the side. Maybe tag onto this hand, maybe let this hand drop down by your side. Nice side body, lateral flexion stretch. We breathe. Seven more counts on this side. Other side. And maybe tug onto your top wrist. Maybe not. Maybe look to the ceiling. I didn't give you that option on the first side. but you're welcome to use it if you had already remembered or use it now. Breath continuation for 6 more counts. Come on back to center. Let's move into a hamstring stretch. One foot steps forward, and it might be on your elevated surface, it might be to the floor. You can bend your back knee and hopefully get a nice sensation through these hamstrings. If you do have your elevated surface, your hands may or may not be able to hit the floor or that elevated surface. It just depends on personal flexibility. Eight more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trade it out. Other leg lunges forward. And we breathe. And it's not a lunge, it's just a step forward because this front knee is somewhat straightened. Eight more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's kind of stop our stretching there. We'll get more at the end. Let's go back to those kettlebell swings, and you can have one foot on your BOSU. I still like the lateral turnout. Here we go. Clock has started. If you do happen to have one foot on your BOSU or your elevated surface, we're going to switch at that 15-second mark, which is now. And continue over with the other foot on. When we complete this 30-second interval, we're going to go into our single arm, which is now. And when we finish this single arm, we'll go back over to that first side just to promote a balance for our legs. 70% of my body weight is on my floor leg, 30% is on my BOSU leg. And if you don't happen to have a BOSU, you can have both feet to the floor. You could lift your heel of your imaginary BOSU leg as well. 6 more counts here. 5, 4, 3, 2, other single arm, and we go. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth as we stand up. Breathe in through the nose as we squat down. 70-30 weight distribution, 70% on my floor leg, 30 on my BOSU leg. Maybe have your imaginary BOSU heel lifted if you're on the flat floor surface. 6 more counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse lunge. Let's get them over with. 1 foot lunges forward. Clock starts now. Only 45 seconds instead of the full minute that we performed earlier in our warm-up. Again, if I remember the clock, now I've got to do my math again. So 05 to 20, there we go. Maybe adding the bicep curl, maybe not. Pulsing options begin now. If you'd like, breath continuation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, clock starts. 55 to 10. If I say it out loud, maybe I'll remember. And we breathe. Pulsing options begin now. If you'd like, breath continuation. Up, up, down, down will be next in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up, up, down, down. Choose your leading leg. I'm choosing my left leg first. If you happen to have your kettlebell, just an option, not an obligation, maybe make circles with this kettlebell around your body, transferring it from one hand to the other. We breathe. At the 1 minute mark, we will switch the leg that is leading, and we will also switch the direction of the kettlebell transfer. That switch will come up shortly in 10. No, I lied, 20 from that initial point. Now it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch your leading leg, reverse the direction of this kettlebell transfer. And you don't have to be using the kettlebell or performing this transfer at this point. A good substitute for the kettlebell is your version of a single hand weight. The handle on the kettlebell, as you can see, makes it easier for it to transfer from one hand to the other. Part of the joy of using a kettlebell having this handle. Last 15 seconds. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's pull our gun out of our imaginary holster. Clock is started. Back to our 30-second interval here. Bend the elbow, put the gun away. Fold the elbow, take it out. Shoot at your target, bend the elbow, put it back away. We'll switch arms here shortly in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Other arm, continuous clock. We breathe. Balance challenge. My last film, I was a little balance challenged as well. Ten more counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No kettlebell this time around. If you want to, you can actually hold on to it. We're going to go step together, step touch. And you can continue to make these circles around your body. When we hit the 30-second mark, you can switch the direction. And again, if you don't have a surface to go over the top, you don't have to. You can keep it nice and low by bending these knees. Personal preferences here. And that's our midway point. So if you are transferring the kettlebell around your waist from one hand to the other, switch the direction. Breathe. We'll return to our pulling our gun out of its holster, imaginary gun, of course, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your gun out of its holster, shoot at your target, and then bend the elbow and put it back away. And you might need a lighter load, especially if you have an 8, 10, 12, 15-pound kettlebell. That might be too heavy to perform this particular choreography. You might need to drop down a load there. I know I would if I had the 8-pounders right now. 6 more counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, other arm, other leg, and here we go. Last 10 counts like this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, we return to our over the top. Maybe make those circles around your body. I'm choosing not to this time around. I'll let you know when we're midway through if you are making those kettlebell circles. When we complete this interval, single arm, upright row. Anytime you need to take a break, feel free to take a break. Listen to your body and breathe. Drink water if you have that thirst quench signal going to your brain. Reverse the direction of those kettlebell swings if you chose those kettlebell swings. You can move faster than my pace. You can move slower than my pace. Listen to your heart, how heavy you're breathing, what your body can handle. Listen to your body. Engage your abdominal core. We've got imaginary surround wrap wrapped around our waistband. 5 more counts. 4, 3, 2, single arm upright row. You choose which arm goes first. Maybe keep it here with your single arm upright row. Possibly flip your wrist at your face. Add that overhead press. Potentially include a yoga chair squat. Parallel feet. You can go into first position. That would be quite interesting for me right now on top of this bosu. I'm going to stick with my number 11 shape. Feet. Ten more counts until we switch arms. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Other arm, single arm upright row. Possibly flip the wrist at the face for your overhead press. Maybe add on your yoga chair squat. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth, through those pursed lips. If you are adding your squat, you limit your range of motion based on what your back, your knees, your hips, your ankles, what all body parts can handle. Continue to breathe. Continue to listen to your bodies. Continue to feel. We're going to stay on one side of our bosu for our step knee strike down, down on our next interval. Up to you if you want to continue holding on to your kettlebell. I'm going to choose no thank you on that kettlebell hold. 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Choose a side. Step together, step touch. Maybe include your knee strike of your outer leg. Maybe add your twist away from your bosu or your imaginary bosu. Maybe add a Jessica every other one if you like that option. And that Jessica, I named it after one of my TCC fellow employees, works over in our business office. Jessica is the one that showed me this little tap of the foot behind right here, that. So give credit where credit is due. When I learn a newer move, that newer move would be within the last 2 years, I want to say, maybe 3 years. 8 more counts on this side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. Step together, step touch. Potentially add your knee strike of your outer leg or your imaginary outer leg. Maybe add your twist. Potentially include your Jessica. And breathe. Less than 20 seconds left on this side. Returning to those upright rows. Single arm. I'll start off with my left arm first this time around. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clock starts here. Now, upright row. Potentially flip your wrist at your face. Maybe add your squat. Always breathe. On or off your BOSU. Completely as effective either way for the upper body. A little bit more effective on the BOSU for additional abdominal core. Switch it over other arm. With or without that squat, with or without the overhead press. Returning to our step together, step touch on one side of our BOSU with the potential knee strike, the potential twist, the potential Jessica, and 3 more counts. 2 and 1. Find your side, step together, step touch, potential knee strike, possible twist, maybe a Jessica. We've got it. We limit rotation of the spine if we're experiencing back issues or if we're pregnant. So always listen to your body. "20 more seconds here on this side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Step together, step touch. Maybe add your knee strike. Maybe add your twist. Potentially add your Jessica. Step knee strike down, down, or step together, step touch. Maybe include the twist. Maybe include your Jessica. Crazy eights coming up in 10 more counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kettlebell, crazy eights. Clock has started. At the 30-second marker, we will switch the figure 8 distribution. And if you drop your kettlebell or your hand weight, you would be the first one ever not. Okay, so maybe you've heard that joke one too many times this semester. 6 more counts in this direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse that direction. What was that? Was that a sound of your kettlebell falling? Usually happens when we reverse the directions. Keep engaging your abdominal core. I feel a little bit of strain in my low back if I don't engage my core properly. 10 more counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We move into alternating legs, lunging forward. Clock starts now. Squeeze the butt cheek of the leg that remains behind, and you can do this. It's easier on the BOSU because I can pop myself off. You can add your field goal arms if you'd like. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth, through our pursed lips. Maybe include those field goal arms. Less than 20 seconds here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Crazy eights. Oh, that's the heavy one. We're going for the lighter one. Clock has started. Select the direction of your crazy eights. Avoid double chinning here. Keep your head in line with your spine. Keep your abdominal core engaged. We breathe. Reverse the direction of your kettlebell transfer. Breath continuation. We've got it working for us. Last 10 counts. 9, 8, 7, keep the core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our alternating legs, lunging forward. Squeeze the butt cheek of our leg that remains behind. Continuous breath pattern. Drink water when you need to quench your thirst. Listen to those signals sent to your brain. Last 10 counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's return to our kettlebell swings. Wide legs in 4, 3, 2, 1. Double arm. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth, through our pursed lips. We're going to return to single arm shortly, but I'll tell you when we're midway through. I'm actually going to do a transfer from one hand to the other. You'll see. All right, single arm. So while I'm up in the air, I'm going to transfer. This isn't going to work with the regular hand weight, so I'll let you know when we're midway through if you're sticking to one side. A little bit of hand-eye coordination. Otherwise, I'm personally going to do this for a full minute, whereas that midway point is in about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's our midway point, so switch out if you're doing just the single arm option. I've got the little transfer here going on because I can. And we breathe. We have about 10 more counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Let's find ourselves moving into a little bit of a lower intense exercise. Drop one knee down. It's a kneeling side plank in yoga. And I call it gate to kneeling side plank. If you do have knee issues, it's okay to just stand in a lateral flexion. I just kind of like this idea because it's getting me a little bit closer to the floor. Four more counts like this. 3, 2, And one. Gonna stay here, maybe top hand to the waist. Raise this leg, small circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 10. Yes, my bottom booty is talking to me. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here to breathe in, breathe out, bend the knee, flex the foot, kick your butt, breathe in, straighten and point. Blow out, we bend and flex, breathe in, straighten and point. Blow out, bend and flex, breathe in, straighten and point. Breathe out, 3, breathe in, straighten and point. Blow out, 2, breathe into point, and blow out, 1. Breathe in, straighten and point, release it back down. Other side. Here we go. Kneeling side plank to our gate pose. I may have referred to it in previous sessions as a kneeling mermaid, or maybe in future sessions. I intermix my yoga names with my Pilates names. It's all good. Same choreography. We have about 6 more counts into those circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise that top leg, circle 10, 9, breathe, 8, stabilize pelvis, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 10, 9, 8, 7, breathe, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here, breathe in, breathe out, bend the knee, flex the foot, kick your butt, breathe in, straighten and point. Blow out, bend and flex, breathe in, straighten and point. Breathe out, 5, breathe into point. Blow out, 4, breathe in, straighten and point. Blow out, 3, breathe in as we point. Breathe out, 2, breathe in as we point, and blow out, 1. Breathe into point, release it. Back down. From all fours, hands and knees. We breathe out, round up into our beautiful cat. Breathe in, slightly arch to our neutral. Blowing out when we round. Breathing in when we slightly arch. 6 more counts like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let me just look at my watch here. Okay. If you'd like, for the next 10 minutes, you can stay here with me. If you'd like to know some BOSU exercises, if you happen to have one for abdominals, you can fast forward 10 minutes and we'll go from there. Actually, fast forward 5 minutes. That's what we'll do. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. All right, so some abdominal exercises here. So when this says 46, that's when I'll do BOSU, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so we've got abdominal exercises, single leg stretch. Breathe in, dip your chin to your chest. Blow out, curl on up. It's okay to keep the head resting. Breathe in, hands to one thigh. Breathe out, straighten the other leg forward. Breathe in, tabletop. Blow out, other leg goes forward. Breathe in, tabletop. 9 and 9 and shh, 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 and 4 and 4, obliques coming up, 3 and 3 and 2 and 2, last set, 1 and 1, breathe in, hold, breathe out, twist, armpit towards opposite knee, you can rest your feet down if you like, breathe in, back to center, blow out, keep it slow, control, breathe in, center, blow out, 9 and 9 and 8 and 8 and shh, 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 and 5 wide elbows, 5, don't jam your knee to your chest, and 4 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 2, last set, 1 and 1, double leg stretch, breathe out, take your hat off of your head, breathe in, pull your socks on, you can rest your head, blow out, take the hat off, breathe in, pull the socks on, blow out, double leg stretch, breathe in, pull the socks on, blow out, take the hat off, breathe in, pull the socks on, blow out, take the hat off, breathe in, pull the socks on, blow out, take the hat off, breathe in, pull the socks on, last blow out, take the hat off, breathe in, pull the socks on, scissors, breathe in, hands behind one leg, breathe out, reach the other leg down twice, shh, shh, now switch it, shh, shh, reach the bottom leg down and reach,
reach. We have 8 more sets, and 8, 8, and 7, 7, reach, 7, 7, and shh, 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 shh. 3, 3, and 3, 3, and 2, 2, reach, 2, 2, last set, and 1, 1, breathe in, tabletop, breathe out, rest, everything back down. Finding ourselves moving into a little bit of booty work from all fours, hands and knees. Send one leg directly behind you, little lift, little lower for 9, 8, 7. If you have a Bosu, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Egg beater slightly sideways, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, imaginary pizza pie in the sole of your foot, stamp the ceiling. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, curtsy, knee behind knee or knee side by side up to our dog little fire hydrant. Now this is still a part of the mat exercises. I'm just kind of combining a little bonus if you happen to have the Bosu. Feels quite interesting. We've got 4 more counts. 3, 2, hold up here, your dog little fire hydrant, donkey kicks. Come back to your dog little fire hydrant, donkey kick. Straighten through this knee joint. Pull it back in for 6 more counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release this leg down. Other leg straight behind you. Flex foot, little lift, little lower for 10. 9, breathe. 8, no double chinning. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Egg beater sideways. 10, 9, breathe. 8, 7, slow control. 5, 4, very small. 2, 1. Bend the knee, imaginary pizza pie on the sole of your foot. Stamp the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curtsy, knee behind knee, up to our dog on a fire hydrant. Curtsy or knee side by side, up to our dog on a fire hydrant. Feeling good. We've got about 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up at your dog on a fire hydrant. Donkey kicks, come back to your dog on a fire hydrant. Blow out as we straighten, breathe in as we fold. Return to dog on a fire hydrant, not knee side by side, but dog on a fire hydrant. 3 more counts. 2, and uncle. Beautiful. All right. That's our little 5-minute marker. So if you don't have a Bosu, you can fast forward 5 minutes. So I'm at 51 on there. And if you do have a Bosu, we're going to go into some sit-ups. Scoot your booty down towards the base. I've got a light gray base. Some people might have a black base. I like to bring my hands here into a prayer pose, and it's basically a sit-up. Hands can go to your forehead, behind the head like a hammock, or crisscross. I like this kind of little prayer pose contraction or option. Breathe in through the nose. You choose how far back you go. You can just stop right here, and it's like a crunch. You can go back here, and this is like a sit-up. You can go beyond your normal range of motion and get into extension of the spine. If you choose to go all the way back, hold on to an imaginary golf ball underneath your chin to avoid overstraining through the cervical spine. Now add a little twist, a little oblique twist if you like. Twist towards one leg, go back, parallel, then sit up, twist over towards the other knee. Go back, sit up, and twist. Working through our obliques here. 3 more counts like this. 2, and 1. Possibly sit up on the apex of your Bosu. I call it the bullseye, or the dome. Hands can go to the hard floor behind you, or to your Bosu, tabletop your legs. Another version of single leg stretch. And if you really want to challenge yourself, hands to the thighs. It's still a lot of core, but it's a lot more with the legs in comparison to doing this one on the mat. If this hurts your back, please return to those regular sit-ups or crunches. Next option, double leg stretch, but hands have to stay to the floor or the Bosu. I'm actually frogging my legs out here. Little Pilates V. Breathing in through the nose, blowing out through the mouth. Melt those shoulders. They do want to hike up by our ears. 4 more counts. 3, 2, 1. We're going to do a side crunch. My knees are hitting the floor. My hip is hitting the Bosu, the rubbery part of the Bosu, not the floor. And I'm going into a side abdominal crunch. Now it's a little bit more interesting to straighten your knees. It's more interesting to straighten this top arm. You could also straighten the bottom arm. I don't like that. I like the bottom hand to my waist. It's a longer lever with the bottom arm reaching up and overhead. It is harder. You go with what's going to benefit your body's results. Now, pulsing options begin now. Reach for the stars. 10, 9, hips are stacked on top of each other. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm just going to turn around so you can see my backside in case there's anything that's nice, not nice visually, but as far as the placement of my body. So knees are bent. First option, side crunch on up. I prefer the straight leg, a little bit more challenging option. But my feet are hitting the floor, a portion of my calves are hitting the floor, but my butt is not hitting the floor, so I can go over this. The taller you are, the longer lever you obviously have, the harder it is to balance over the side dome of your BOSU. 6 more counts until those pulsing options. 5, 4, 3, 2, pulsing options begin now. Reach for the stars. Last 10, 9, breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's move into something that I like to do, and actually, if you just kept it on, I'm gonna face this side first. Similar to some Pilates exercises, I'm scooting down a little bit. They're not centrally located. Stack hands on top of each other. Breathe in, I reach up. Breathe out, I open up into a nice rotation. Limit your rotation. Your hand doesn't have to hit the floor. Stay here, breathe in. Breathe out to return to our starting point. Actually, I can scoot up a little bit more. Breathe in, raise the top fingertips to the sky. Breathe out, open through the chest into our spinal rotation. We stay as we breathe in through the lower lobes of our lungs. As we breathe out, use our breath to guide our hand to our starting point. Last one on this side, breathe in left. Breathe out, we open through the chest, we expand out and back. Stay here as we breathe in. Breathe out to release. Back down, rolling over to the other side. And if you just joined me, you can do this laying on your side without your BOSU, but I'm going to use it with the BOSU. And it kind of is a little awkward with this bottom shoulder here. Bend those knees up to your chest. I see a lot of people straightening their legs down. Bend them on up. Breathe in, breathe out. My head is centrally located on this BOSU. If you have one, stay here, breathe in. Breathe out, use that breath to guide your hand to your starting point. Breathing in, top fingertips to the sky. Breathe out, maybe look at the ceiling, maybe look at your moving hand. It may or may not hit the floor behind you. Stay here as we breathe in. As we breathe out, allow the breath to carry our hand over to our starting point. Last 2, breathe in, top fingertips to the sky. Switch over to the other side if you just joined me. Blow out, because this is my second side here on the BOSU. Stay here as we breathe in. Breathe out, use our breath to carry our hand to our starting position. Last time, breathe in, top fingertips to the sky. Breathing out, we open through the chest when we expand. Out and back, spinal rotation. We stay here as we breathe in through the lower lobes of our lungs. Breathing out, using our breath to carry our hand over to our starting point. We're going into some planks. Now, if you don't have a BOSU, it's okay. You don't need a BOSU for this, but if you do happen to have a BOSU, interesting to try upside down BOSU planks here. So, find your plank position. You can even stand at a wall or at your kitchen countertop. You can be in a kneeling plank or a regular plank. Here we are, clock has started. Now, if you do happen to have the upside down BOSU, you can start to push into your hands, right hand to left hand here, and feel the interesting difference in sensation. Narrow feet make it harder to balance. Wider feet make it a little bit nicer, so pick your poison. Another option is to add push-ups if you want to add some push-ups here. Feel free to do so. We've got 6 more counts. Regular planks or BOSU planks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. You can shell stretch it back like a child's pose extended in yoga. I'm going to do a right side up plank this time, and you can do regular plank as well, but I like to put my feet on the BOSU and experience the nice difference in sensation here. So we've got it. Round 2 has begun. You can stay here in your regular plank. You can go into some slow mountain climbers. The nice thing about the Bosu is you can actually pop off the Bosu and get your heart rate up if you wanted to. So I'm just gonna hang out here in my regular plank, maybe a little side plank action as well. So I dropped down to elbow and forearm. If you chose this side plank option, we've got 4 more counts on this side. 3, 2, maybe raise that top leg. 1, if you chose the side plank, switch over to the other side or stay in your regular plank. Maybe raise the top arm, maybe raise the top leg on your side plank. We have about 10 more counts. 9, 8, 7, breath continuation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little breather. Child's pose, shell stretch it on back. I'm going to get my knees a little bit closer to the top, shins or knees onto the Bosu to show you scorpion, which is adding a little oblique twist. But you're welcome to hold onto your regular plank. Good. Last round here, take one knee off, twist in and out. Twisting in and out, scorpion. I'll let you know when we're midway through to switch over to the other leg. You could also do this on a stability ball, a lot harder on a stability ball. Halfway, switch it out. Twisting in and out for 8 more counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and uncle. All right, excellent. It's time to get our final 10 minutes worth of stretches going for us. You can sit on a chair. I'm going to sit on my handy dandy Bosu. Knees are back, keeping my head above my heart center. Twist over to one side. We did this in our previous workout from a seated position. I had one leg straightened forward and the other knee bent, stepping over. Same concept here, but I'm just keeping both knees bent and twisting. Feeling good. So this is going to go 65 minutes long, just depending on if you have fast forwarded to use the Bosu or if you had fast forwarded to not use the Bosu. Technically, I'm not using the Bosu. Haven't been for a bit. Let's switch around to the other side and breathe. Breath continuation. Six more counts like this. 5, rotation of the spine guides us in our digestive tract. 4, my yoga voice. 3, 2, come on back to center. Wide legs. Seated straddle splits, hinge on forward. Hands can reach forward. Some of us can have more range of motion than others. If I were more flexible, actually sitting on the hard floor surface would be harder. Actually having my little elevated surface of my Bosu makes this particular stretch a little bit more desirable. Some of us can hit the floor, others can't. Maybe some of us could drop elbows and forearms down. Maybe some of us could place our face down to the mat. I'm not there, nor do I aspire to ever be. Let's walk our hands over towards one leg and get a nice stretch through these hamstrings. Opposite arm reaches up and overhead for a beautiful lateral flexion, side body stretch. Maybe look to the ceiling. Let's return to the middle. Hang out in the middle before we move over to the other side. Let's walk our hands over to the other end. We breathe. Opposite arm can reach up and overhead for our lateral flexion, side body stretch. for 6 more counts. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on back to the middle. Hang out here in the middle and breathe. Let's bring ourselves back up. Downward facing dog. Hands to the floor, feet to the floor, butt to the sky. Sink your head through your arms. Starfish hands, even weight distribution amongst our fingertips and our palms. Rest those knees down to the mat. If possible, child's pose extended. Knees can be together or knees can be apart. Possibly walking your hands over to one side as you sink your booty to the opposite heel. Trade it out, other side. Sinking booty to opposite heel. Hands to the opposite end of the booty drop. Four more counts. 3, 2, 1. You can lay on your side for your side lying dancer pose here. I'm actually going to do a little different variation since I have my Bosu ball. Lunging one leg forward. It's a hip flexor stretch. Now for the quadricep, that foot, that knee that's on the Bosu, I'm going to bend through that knee joint. Some people have flexibility to do this, others may not. And I draw this heel towards my booty, and I feel a lot more sensation in my quadricep for this stretch in comparison to what I might experience in a sideline dancer pose. You go with what you like. If you'd rather stand up in a standing quad stretch, go for it. We've got about 6 more counts like this. On this side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Switch it out to the other leg. You can potentially, if balance allows, sometimes my hamstrings don't allow me to pull my heel towards my booty. Every day is different. Honor your bodies for when your body says no thank you. If it starts cramping up on a particular stretch or exercise move, find something else to do. Maybe a different type of stretch, maybe a different kind of movement. It's so important to listen to your bodies. K-N-O-W, pain, not N-O, pain. K-N-O-W. Know those signals of crossing the line between discomfort and to pain. 3 more counts. 2, 1. Good. Releasing yourselves out of your quad stretch or your side leg dancer pose. Let's tilt one ear over towards our shoulder, lengthening the muscles on the side of our neck. Go back to center, switch over to the other side. Three more counts like this. 2, 1, come on back to center. Let's make some big arm circles. It doesn't matter if you're going in the opposing direction. We will end up going reverse. So. And let's go more medium size. Slowly, gradually getting smaller. Now reverse the small size circles, returning to more medium size and getting larger.
chest expansion. Reach those hands behind your back. You could stay upright if you'd like to move into a forward fold and multitask with some hamstring stretches again. Go for it. It's okay to stay upright and focus on just expanding through your chest. We have about 8 more counts like this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring ourselves up. Lift those shoulders up. Pull them back. Drop them down. And remember to record your heart rate, your favorite part of the workout, your least favorite part of the workout. Boom shakalaka. You are done. Thanks for joining me.